Started.
Hey, friends.
Hey.
So we just got to work out together
Yeah.
after 6 months.
Yeah.
We've had a girls' day. I just had an amazing foot detox here at Wellness at Home.
Yeah.
And
6 months ago when we worked out together, it was a whole different story. I thought she was going to kill me in 20 minutes and then told me we had to go 30. So
yeah,
I was barely getting up off the floor, couldn't handle a plank.
Yeah.
And today was a whole different...
I get goosebumps because 6 months ago we went dress shopping.
Yeah.
For a gala for you. And we found a dress. And you, since then, you walked across the stage in that dress.
Yeah.
All spanked up.
For sure.
And then, I don't know how many months later, you showed me a picture of that dress again.
That was November. I showed you the second picture.
Okay. And then you just recently wore it again.
Yep.
So we'll have to put that.
Okay. There you go. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So we're here.
Life changing.
It's amazing. So we're here today to do an interview to
Yep.
help people. We have the beautiful personality coach, Enneagram coach, Bree behind us, helping us film, and she's going to be asking the questions.
Yeah, she's got the hard questions to ask.
Yeah, and we're just going to answer them.
Yep.
All right.
Let's tell you a little bit about our journey.
Yeah.
Question number 1. What made you want to do this journey to weight loss?
Well, I had been wanting to do it for at least 5 years. So I'd been through some really hard times. I've miscarried 6 times. I have 2 beautiful children, but like every time through those 5+ years, I just kept putting on more weight. And just through moves and life and stuff like that, I was 50 pounds heavier. And every January I'd be like, I'm going to lose the weight. And I'd do something like and lose a little weight or something like that. But I was just like, enough is enough. And then God laid it on my heart, like, this is the year. So January 2021, the Lord told me very clearly, this is a year you lose weight. So I kept speaking that, but I wasn't getting any traction. And I got to my heaviest Valentine's Day 2021.
Wow.
And I remember that. And then shortly after this, our opportunity came up for me. How about you?
Nice. It's been years that I knew I had to go on this journey. And this woman speaks life into me every time she's around me. So she just was confirming things through Raindrop and some modalities she was doing, saying, hey, I think it's time to get your health a priority. Mm-hmm. And when you know a lot about things, but you don't implement them for yourself, or you do on the surface, a little here, a little there, band-aiding it all. Mm-hmm. So I had done that for quite a while. And then as a biofeedback specialist looking at my scans, I was understanding what those flags were that were coming up. Mm-hmm. And when Mary said, hey, you just need to do this. You just need to press I believe and do it. And I said, all right, I'll jump in and do it and just put blinders on and go. So,
and the thing is like, we knew, both of us, health coaching in the wellness industry, you with your cancer ministry for 20+ years, right?
Yeah.
And me, starting out as a chiropractor and coaching women and, helping women, I knew what to do.
Right. But
I wasn't putting all the pieces of the puzzle together.
Right. Me either.
And then we found, something that really helped us put those pieces of the puzzle together.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
And just believed and did.
Yeah. Awesome. So what's the biggest life change that you've noticed since doing this?
For me, the biggest life change is energy, clarity of mind. My future has a lot more possibilities. Mm-hmm. I feel like I can do a lot more. My goals have changed, and my aging mindset has changed. So I'm feeling empowered that I can live so many more years healthy than I did not healthy.
And take us back to, I'm just going to say, like, what it was like getting up and off the couch, having, at this point, you've lost 76
pounds.
of this recording,
Right.
you know,
Right.
on this date,
Right.
which is
The
February 22nd, 2023.
Yeah.
And you're still going.
Still going.
So what was 76 pounds like your day-to-day life?
Well, the inflammation hurt.
Mhm.
My joints hurt. When I would sit, I couldn't cross my legs. It was difficult to do that. My hips hurt all the time.
Mhm.
And I dragged myself to bed exhausted
Mhm.
every night. I wasn't as able to help on the farm
Mhm.
or build fencing and stuff because I wasn't strong enough, or
Mhm.
you know, my husband kept trying to protect me from injury.
Mhm.
So it was limitations that I was attributing to age and not to the real problem.
Right. And you are
51.
I'm 48, right?
Mm-hmm.
So ask me that question one more time. 'Cause I wanna-
What's the biggest life change that you've noticed since doing this?
I think for me, the biggest thing, because the Lord spoke to me that it's time that you're in a comfort zone. And so my biggest life change was that this pulled me out of a comfort zone. I was sitting back, I was living a happy life, I was provided for, but he showed me I could do hard things, and he like literally refined me, you know? So I'm like
Love
strong,
it.
like
Yes.
I'm strong-minded, you know, and I didn't know what I didn't know, but I had some hard things that were going to be ahead of me. And had I not done this, I wouldn't have had the strength to go through those things. So, yeah.
Awesome. You kind of both touched on this, but what other benefits have you noticed besides weight loss?
Are we going to tell them about the marital benefits? I used to pee my pants. This will tell you, like, I would cough, I couldn't run, like, I would pee my pants. And it just became a side effect of working out and doing some specific exercise, right? It's
Mhm.
not like we just put on a free YouTube or anything like that. I feel like I had a personal trainer.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
And I mean, it reshaped my body, energy, like you said, sleep. People tell me I look 10 years younger, not at this moment. I know I did some detox just earlier, but you know, I feel, and the size, like I never thought I would get below an 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm not big boned.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just, it feels amazing. It feels amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole shift, right? Because you were limited in your brain by your limitations physically. And as those start to go away, you open up to so many new possibilities, size or whatever. It just is limitless. The more you get healthy, the more your body's responding to it.
Better mom,
Yeah.
better wife, better business owner,
Yeah.
more capacity. Like I
Better
don't know
vision,
about you.
better dreams.
Yeah.
You
can
better sleep.
Take on more, and you can apply what we learn in all these different areas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Awesome. So what's the biggest hurdle you've had since starting?
You want to go first?
You want me to go first?
Okay.
The biggest hurdle I've had since starting is navigating. We had to navigate all the holidays and stay on plan and honor our own goal. Even though we have that nagging, right? You're missing out or whatever is being, you know, to not eat the things you used to eat whenever you wanted feels like you are limited or you're, you know, restricted, but you're not. There's so much freedom in this. But there are those moments where we have our temptations or we're tired or we've spent all our willpower for the day, that food still comes in and you want the convenience or whatever. And the other thing is you have to get up and put your exercise clothes on. You have to do the things you need to do by your own motivation with nobody watching in order to keep it up. So mindset's been the biggest hurdle.
Mindset, self-discipline. Really.
Yeah.
Creating that self-discipline. For me, so I'm 2 years out. So, you know, we have this season where we're we're taught, we're accountable and stuff, and then that starts to go away, and you develop your habits on your own. And so I'm rolling along, I'm doing good. Another 6 months go by, pretty good. And then boom, life happens, things get very stressful, and I start to creep back into some of those old habits and let some of that self-discipline go, because I got to take care of all these things, right? And these are, and totally learning that weight loss is a journey. Okay, so I think that was the biggest hurdle, like, oh, I'm going to keep this off forever, and it's going to be super easy. Like learning that weight loss is actually a journey, and learning the difference between focus and freedom, right? And that in freedom, you're still focusing. You're not giving up the habits you learned.
There are laws of nature that are in play that we need to abide by to have our health.
Yeah.
And I think we think that freedom is doing anything we want when we want, but have you ever had a teenager do that?
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
And Bree, I just want to address one more thing too, because a lot of people out there will say my biggest hurdle is my spouse, my family, and stuff like that. It's actually not. It's actually ourselves.
Right.
Because you still control what you do no matter what's going around you, right? You still are in control of your life, what you put in your mouth, when you get up, how you plan things, and that's a skill that you develop in the beginning.
Right.
And we've got some great things coming to help people develop those, some revive things where, okay, come with us for 10 days.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And we'll show you a little bit of these things. But that's one thing too, is like, I know there's a lot of people out there saying, well, my spouse eats ice cream every day.
Right.
My spouse ate Taco Bell and pizza like at least once a week in front of me.
Yeah.
In the beginning, but you can get through it. So
you do get through it. And like she was saying, we're going to help set up how to do that, and get you on your way and help develop those habits and things that will get you going.
Yeah. Awesome.
So what would you say to your younger self about this?
Don't wait to take care of yourself, Mary. You're so worth it. You are valuable. And what you give to others, because I'm a very giving kind of personality, you deserve to. In fact, you need to fill up your own cup first before you fill up anybody else's. That's all I say.
Yeah, and that's my thing, right? For years, people say you have to put your own oxygen mask on, or, you have to save yourself before you can save other people. And I would think with 6 children, they have no idea how many people I have to save a day, right? But I would say, like, life is gonna have hard things. So do it young, do it early, set yourself up in the patterns, because when you get off track, because there's always those times, you will have the knowledge and you will have the past to go, I have done this, to get back on the path. And your body remembers. Your taste, remember. You loved vegetables or whatever. You loved the way it felt to work out, which was mine. I loved being an athlete. And then through our cancer battle, I got way off track, and it rolled into 2 other pregnancies and a lot of other things that life, and I didn't have the systems in place. So if I could go back and tell myself prior to that, life is going to happen to everyone. And so if you have the place, the plan, you're prepared. You may get off track for a little bit, but it'll be easier to get on track. And your body will thank you, and you'll actually accomplish more for more people in a happier space, right? Starting young.
And I know one of your visions and what you've been doing, because you were mentoring me. Because even though we're close in age, I have much younger kids.
Yeah.
So you've been mentoring me, since 2013, 2014 in that too. In that you're now mentoring young women, young wives, or even wives my age who need to figure out, how do I do this? And I know that you have tips, tools that you're going to provide, resources to show them, like, oh yeah, I can work out at home with littles around me. I can find the energy. I can give to my husband, like I'm so excited about that piece.
Yeah.
I'm so excited because I know how much my life is enhanced from you, coaching and having you as a resource in my life. So
Thanks.
yeah.
Good friends. They're important.
Yep.
How did essential oils support or enhance your weight loss journey?
There's a lot of research out about essential oils, but I found, and I've worked with Young Living essential oils for now 23 years, almost 24. And I haven't found anything on the market that matches the quality and what it does. And so I always knew that smelling this oil, could improve my mood or all of those things, but actually bringing it into support of this, a lot of with the mindset, and I know you're going to talk about that too, but every day I'm putting this little motivation oil in my diffuser, in my workout, and my brain just like turns on, it's happier. I'm putting essential oils in my water. If I feel like I'm holding on to a lot of just water weight and things like that, I'll mix a concoction. I feel so much happier. And now my daughter, she sets up all the diffusers every day because not every day is going to be the best day. So making sure that we're inhaling essential oils, we're ingesting our vitality essential oils, and just sleeping with essential oils. I get better sleep.
Yeah.
This ache and pain. Oh, I got an oil for that.
Yeah.
Like it's just. And I've known that for 23 years, but when you're in an intense season of health, they just are the bomb.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. For me, I did a 30 days feelings kit challenge.
Tell them what feelings kit is.
Yeah. So feelings kit is just a set of oils, and you put them on in a layered, systematic way. And we have access to how to do that. And whether you put them on your stomach or you inhale or your thumb and walk backwards. And then I would begin to journal and just think about, weight is layering, right? And our posture is to protect us or to communicate. And so that kit started to break down some of the things that I was thinking I had to be or show up as that were just overwhelming. And so as I started the weight loss journey I went on, I started to use them as I need to get rid of this because I want all of this to come off. And it starts emotionally. We know emotions create physical. And so that became just a zero in. And then we have another kit called Freedom Sleep and Freedom Release. And I started to use some of the Freedom Release to just get a little deeper and cry a lot. And that, it just brought me mentally through the mindset of goal setting, that we can do hard things, and all that Mary said too with the oils.
Vision.
Yeah, vision. Keeping your goal the goal when everything around you is against it.
And if someone's looking like, oil, like, when you smell a smell, I mean, it directly goes to the limbic area of your brain, which is, they say is the seat of emotions and so much. So smell can just change everything.
Change everything.
Yeah.
I love that about it. Yep.
So,
the last thing I have is, what would be an elevator pitch of encouragement to get people to start?
Don't wait. Don't wait.
Yeah,
Your
just
life can start tomorrow. Your life can start tomorrow.
And you have to believe in something. And just pressing that button, I believe, and I'm going to follow this. Mary's a doctor, and a lot of things about a lot of things. And sometimes overanalyzing, stops you from doing the very thing that would save you from where you're at. And so just believe and just follow. And when we release the little mini program to get you started, you will see that we bring knowledge of years into that to help you get the best knowledge to start. And so you can believe. You can just rest in the fact that We've done it. We're going before you.
And more women. We're bringing more
Lots.
health coaches in who
Absolutely.
have done this and released the weight too.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. And if you want more information about wellness at home, their cancer ministry, your book, Grounded and Cured, that Megan has, her husband and her have written, make sure that you go down in the description. We'll have a link for that as well. And if you want to be a part of our program that's going to help you get started, is going to help you in so many ways, like feel that you have community. It's going to be super fun. We're going to give you step by step, and you're going to get results in 10 days and just be able to start your next steps on your weight loss journey. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.